Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Coach Dave here. Today we're going to be discussing how being in a relationship with a narcissist unfortunately sets you up to be in a relationship with an avoidant. Now, at the end of a relationship with a narcissist, you have been devalued and broken and discarded. And no matter how much work, effort, and time, self-reflection, therapy, and counseling that you do, you are left reeling with an unquestionably doubt in your head. Will you find love? Real love. And it leaves you, unfortunately, very susceptible to getting with somebody who is an avoidant. And why that is because when you do meet the avoidant, they're not giving you the vibe that a narcissist does. They match you, they mirror you, but it's different in the ways that they do. You have such a spark and such a deep-rooted, strong connection with this person. Yes, they do mirror you. Yes, they do match you. Your energy, your communication style, they're very in tune with you. It feels like you've never met somebody like this in your life. You do have a little bit of questionable doubt in the back of your mind because of what you went through with the narcissist, but you want this connection to be so real that even when you do see red flags, you tend to put your blinders on because you want this to be the real thing. When you have this going on, it tends to make you not see these red flags for what they really are because they're not as noticeable. And you're still thinking from the narcissist and everything that was very real and visible in that and what you went through. So with the avoidant, you have this strong connection and everything feels great. It feels like you're finally getting the love and connection that you've been craving. You have this unbreakable bond. It's almost magical. You've never felt like this before. You feel like this is the one. And to the avoidant, because they run from relationship to relationship, to them, this feels like, okay, I finally got it right this time. This is the one for me. This is the one that is going to make everything okay. They're not going to trigger my wounds and my unhealed trauma and all my fears. Because that's what they do, unfortunately, because they don't do any inner work and they avoid. That's where it all stems from. So they're going to match and mirror you with that heightened sense of communication and depth. And you both are on this unparalleled level. And typically what happens is you start mistaking this for, if you've ever heard the term, twin flame, twin union. And you both explode into each other. You meld into each other. And it's amazing what it does. And I've been there myself. And it leaves you feeling like this is going to be the most amazing relationship. I finally found my person. We found each other. And the bigger thing on it too is because avoidants like to blame everybody in their past relationships for what happened to them. You feel a sense of relation to them because of what you went through with your previous narcissistic partner. So because you guys have so much to relate on, and because you guys match and mirror each other, when you're talking about these things, you really get this sense that they understand. They grasp the concepts of what you're trying to get at, and you feel that bond even more because you feel like you can relate. When the relationship unfortunately ends with the avoidant, it's always more heartbreaking than it was with the narcissist. Because with the narcissist, after you do the healing, it makes more sense to you because they've devalued you and broken you down and made it blatantly obvious. Now, while you were waiting for that person that you met in the beginning with the narcissist that had love bombed you and matched and mirrored you and showed up in every which way and then basically broke you down over time, withdrawing and playing games and stuff, with an avoidant, it's not really that simple. They're not playing games with you. They're not trying to do these things. Yes, they are very similar, but what's happening with them instead is that they start to break down over time because something that you did, even though you did nothing wrong, triggered them their emotional fears, their doubts, their self of abandonment, whatever their past traumas were in their childhood, and things like that, because they have to match and mirror you, and they can't do it for long. As soon as real depth and connection happens on a more purpose level, beyond the surface and the bare minimum that happens in the beginning of a relationship, and it gets more serious, that's when all these things start to trickle down and into them, which causes them to pull away. And usually with an avoidant, it's starting to withdraw physically, right? The sexual relationship starts to wean off and starts to fall behind. They start pulling back emotionally before they do physically. Things will get different and change for the worse. They'll start planting seeds of doubt in their own mind about how the relationship's going to fail, and they want to bail before that happens. And it's nothing that you did. It's just that they can't show up that long in a relationship and match and mirror you the way that you need, and they feel like a failure. They start feeling like they're not good enough. And oftentimes, I've been told this myself, and a lot of other people have too, they'll blatantly come right out and tell you, I don't think I'm the one for you. I don't think you deserve to be put through this. I feel like we'd be better off as just friends. I have to heal and do this on my own. I'm not ready for a serious relationship right now. And they'll start planting all these seeds of doubt and then express them openly to you in nonchalant, random times that don't even make sense when everything's going great, because they're at that point now where they've reached their climax and they don't know what's about to happen. They can't continue it and just let it be peaceful. And that's right around the time when you start feeling some type of way and the power shift happens. No matter how secure you are, you start feeling anxious, you start feeling anxiety, and that's natural. Anybody would when they pull away, and you want to fix things and they don't allow you to. And even if they do at certain times and you can get through to them and start making sense, they never really typically get it. And unfortunately, it just teeter-totters back and forth until eventually they pull the rug on you. And when they do, it's so sudden and without warning and without any explanation. Like the narcissist, how they broke you down and devalued you over time. This one here cuts deeper because you thought this was real. You had such a strong connection and communication and everything was working great. Why can't this just work? Why can't we make it work? And it's not even a compatibility issue. And they'll typically tell you that we're just not compatible. And that's not the case at all. Everything that they have said is excuses in their own mind to justify why they're going to do what they're about to do, instead of just being real and authentic and upfront, and or trying to actually go through everything and make it work. And while you're willing to do that, they're not. They run, they avoid, and that's what they do. And unfortunately, you start feeling, man, I really messed up. Now I'm in this type of situation. And once you learn about it and the different attachment styles, you start feeling like, how could I fall for this? I saw all these things, I did all this research and work, and now this is happening to me. And it's not your fault. It's a very common thing to go from somebody who love bombed you and built you up just to break you down, devalue you, cheat on you, and discard you like a narcissist, getting into a relationship with an avoidant then, who matched and mirrored you on an unparalleled level that you never felt before, only to just poof and disappear without any explanation whatsoever. And the ones that they do give are just surface level, ridiculous excuses that don't make any sense whatsoever. Because if they really did feel the connection and the depth that they claimed so often in the beginning of the relationship, it would have worked out. Anybody would sit there and question, if we feel this way for each other, you talked about the future, we live together, or however long you've been together, all these things, why can't we just work it out and make through? It doesn't make sense to you. It does to them in their mind, but to you, it absolutely makes no sense. And it leaves you with this debilitating heartache. So set your boundaries about what you will and will not tolerate early on. And try not to let this happen to you. And when you start noticing these things, hopefully this video will help you if you're currently in it, or prevent you from ever experiencing it. And if you have gone through it, so that you don't go through it again, set these boundaries, healthy boundaries, in a mature way, and stick to them. Don't remove your line for the boundary, for their disrespect, ever, in any way, shape, or form. Guard your heart in protective, healthy ways. And if they're just not willing to meet up, then you have your answer. And that might not be what you want to hear, but that's what you need to hear. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.